Guys, I'm Ram from the Rising YoungStars, and today I'll be introducing you to for loop. Let's just move on without wasting any more time. So the notebook is ready and let's begin. Okay, so before we start, let's get to know what is for loop. In the previous video, as you know, we learned while loop, where in which the command keeps running until the given statement is true, while here a for loop is used for iterating over a sequence, that is either a list or a tuple, dictionary set and all those include. It is less like for a keyword in other programming language and works more like an iterator method as found in other object oriented programming, basically like other programming language, you know, right? So with for loop you can execute a set of statements, and for each anything, list, tuple, set or anything. Okay, so the first code for this is, I'll show you. Okay, you get now, I'll explain it. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, so fruits, you see this is a list, and this is the keyword for loop, for x. Okay, so once you put the for statement, you're going to give any variable, because when you put in the print statement, the for loop, it turns into a loop, so the x gets considered and not fruits. So let's run this. You can see it got in the list. Okay, for this you might think, why not we just remove this line and just put print x. That can be done, but this is just an example. You'll get to know in the coming codes. Okay, so this is just an example. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna see is looping through the string in the loop. So the sequence of characters can be obtained. So that's what. So you see this, I'll show you. Okay, and so basically they consider this is being considered. Okay, this is being considered. Just a second. Yeah, okay, this is being considered. Okay, so it's just breaking down into like chunks. You've seen, right? So we are taken out banana from this list, and from this it's split it into single characters. So that's what while loop is exactly. Okay, it's very easy. So their characters get. So next we're going to see the break statement. This statement we have even learnt in the while loop. So same thing is here. You know what the break statement is. So like for example, you want the code to run till it reaches banana, and then you want to stop. So that's what is the break statement. Okay, so for that we have the same thing again. Okay, sorry guys for the delay, there's a connection issue. Okay, so so the break statement, and here you go. So according to the code we have written, the code should run till banana, that is till here, and stop. So according to our calculation, cherry is not included. Okay, let's run this, and you see, okay, what was our calculation and what's the output? Our calculation was till cherry, but banana also has not come. Confusing, right? Actually not. So for example, initially in the strings, you should have known that the last value that is included won't be counted. So that's what is here. So now, okay, let's, instead of banana, let's put cherry. Okay. Okay, let's run this. So what do you see? Apple and banana, right? That's what. Okay, what if we put apple? Let's try. Does it show up an error? As you can see, nothing will be displayed, so that's what is shown here. Okay. And then let's just put our cherry again and run this bit, and we got it. Yeah. So after we are done with the break statement, it's the continue statement. Okay. So again, okay, variable name is equal to fruits again. So variable name can be anything, that is, yeah, known, and then apple again, and then comma banana, and cherry. So this is our list, and the for loop. Is the for x. Okay, it doesn't have to be x. Okay, you can keep it a also. See, the variable you put in the for loop statement doesn't matter, but in the print command and the if statement here, you don't forget to put the wrong one. Okay, and this variable doesn't count, but the a counts, the other variable in the if what's that, for statement. Okay, or else you'll get an error. And if statement, so if a in our case is equal comparison operator, we give banana, and continue here, because I'll tell you what the continue statement does. Okay, print a. Let's run this bit. So lack of internet issues, so it's not running. Okay, but I'll tell you, I'll give you the output here. Okay, I'll just put in the output. Okay, output is equal to, so what will come is apple, enter, and cherry. So what does the continue thing does is, when it reaches banana, it skips banana and goes to the next. And I guess you should remember the while loop. We did the continue statement and the same thing happened. Okay, so that's it, and that's for the continue statement. Okay, so after continue statement, we're going to see the range function. Okay, to loop through a set of code as specified number of times, that is, for example, this list fruits, you want to get it 10 times. So that's why the range function comes in. Okay, it gets the sequence of numbers starting from maybe, for example, 1 to 10 or anything like that. It's basically by numbers. Okay, it happens, and it ends at a specified number. Okay, so using the range function again. Okay, here's another code for that. Okay, again we are going to use the same list. Okay, so hope it runs. Yeah, this one ran. Okay, so what happens is, you can see it gives only 1 2 3 4 5 6. So what from this you can see it only happens with numbers. Okay, range. What if you put range -1? Yeah, we'll check it, run it. You guys try to find out and tell me the output for what will happen if -1 comes. So please put that in the comment sections below. Okay, so let's go to the next. This is a homework for you. So and next is nested loops. So nested loops is basically a loop inside a loop. So for example, we put a for loop, and inside the for loop we give another for loop. So that's what is this thing. Okay, so the code for a nested for loop is here in a minute. Okay, so this is the nested for loop. So as you can see, this is the main for loop. I mean, yeah, the parent one, and this is the child. Okay, so this is, so you see the space that shows that this is inside this for. So this is the nested for loop. Okay, and you run this, you see that. What can you see? It says red apple, red banana, red cherry, big apple, big banana, big cherry, tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. So basically this thing you see, this gets looped for every fruit, and this thing, and this fruit comes for every loop in the ADJ section. Okay, so yeah, nested loops is very simple. A loop inside a loop. You give basically 2 loops, and it doesn't have to be only 2. It can be how many ever. It depends on your what do you say? Depends on your specification and your need. Okay, so finally we have the pass statement for loops. For loops cannot be empty, like like it can't be without any content inside them. So if you want to give a loop and you don't have a content to put in, that's where, and you'll get an error. So but you don't want the error, so that's where the pass statement plays. Okay, you give this, I'll show you. Okay, and again the fruits. We are almost done, and so this is the code for the pass statement. So this is pass. So as you can see, it hasn't worked here, but the thing is that there won't be any error, and you say nothing will be showed up. Okay, but it's supposed to run. Okay. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll be coming up in the next video.